Architects are not born, but they are made. These are the list of Philippine architects who pioneered architecture in the Philippines from 60s up to the contemporary periods. So here we go with Filipino architects. Let's start with Antonio Pablo, full name Pablo Sibero Antonio. Born January 25, 1901. His awards: National Artist of the Philippines in 1976, Asia Pacific Heritage Awards in 2003. Here is some works of Antonio Pablo. The Ideal Theater in 1933 in Avenida Rizal, Manila. It was demolished in 1970s. That is his first major work. Also, the Far Eastern of the Philippines, or FEU campus in West Sampaloc, Manila. The style is Art Deco style in 1938. Here's Araneta Luis, full name Luis Maria Saragosa Araneta. Born 1916 and died 1984 at 68. Occupation: architect. His works: The Times Theater in Quezon Boulevard, Quiapo. Style is Art Deco. Accommodation of this theater is 800 people. Also, he designed the Makati Medical Center in Makati City, opened May 31, 1969, most prominent hospital in the Philippines. That was Araneta Luis. Here comes Juan Arellano, full name Juan Marcos Arellano, born April 15, 1888. Place of birth Tondo, Manila. Died December 7, 1960 at the age of 72. His famous works: the Legislative Building, Congress Building at Padres Burgos Avenue in Ermita, Manila. The style is neoclassical. Juan Arellano also designed the Manila Central Post Office in Liwasang Bonifacio in Manila. The style is neoclassical. Construction began 1926. Also with collaboration with Tomas Mapua, and there was a renovation happened 1946. Here is Arellano Otilio. Full name Otilio Arellano, born February 9, 1916, place of birth San Juan in Manila, and died in May 31, 1981 at the age of 52. Occupation: Filipino architect. And here are some of his design. The Philippine Pavilion, New York World Exhibition in 1964. It is a salakot motif. And the Palacio del Gobernador in Intramuros, Manila. That's a 12-story building. And also houses the Commission of Elections. Also a historical landmark in Manila. Carlos Argelius, full name Carlos de Corcuera Argelius, born 1917 and died 2008 at the age of 91. Occupation: Filipino architect. Okay, and here are some of his handiworks. The Film Life Building in Ermita, Manila, completed 1962. That's a 20,000 square meter office space. It was one of the first structure built in the international style of architecture here in the Philippines. Also, he designed the Development Bank of the Philippines in Makati City, the headquarters. Founded 1935, finance and insurance industry. Concio Cesar, full name Cesar Homero Concio Sr., born November 30, 1907 and died April 27, 2003 at the age of 96. Occupation: an architect. Famous works of Concio Cesar: the University of the Philippines, the Palma Hall in Diliman, Quezon City, also the Insular Life building in Makati City, completed 1962 and renovated in 2005 by the Japanese firm. That was Concio Cesar. This time, this is Coscolowela William, full name William Vargas Coscolowela, occupation architect. Firm W.V. Coscolowela and Associates, established 1957. William is the recipient of the President's Gold Medal for Architecture in 1956, recipient of the Gold Medal of Merit Award from Philippine Institute of Architects in 1997, awardee for architecture diwa ng lahi patnubay ng mga sining at kalinangan ng araw ng Maynila, gawad gintong likha from the Architectural Archives. 2005, the Vertical Transportation in Architecture Award. 2005. De Castro Crescenciano, full name Crescenciano De Castro, occupation Filipino, architect. Career, he graduated in University of Santo Tomas in 1950 and passed the architect's licensure exam. His works: the Philippine Science High School in Diliman, Quezon City, operated 1964 with 75,000 square meter lot. The Philippine Nuclear Research Institute, or in Commonwealth Avenue, the first nuclear research laboratory in the Philippines. Next in line, Formoso Gabriel. In 1950s to 1960s, most popular architect in the residence of Makati Villages, Planning and Working Committee ng Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Manila, firm GF and Partners. Award, Public Cultural Heritage Awards, 1973, patnubay ng sining at kalinangan. Formoso Gabriel also designed the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or the BSP, Manila, Philippines, established July 3, 1993, and the Asian Institute of Management in Makati City, Metro Manila, founded 1968. The campus consists of fully air-conditioned buildings that house the academic, administrative, and dormitory facilities. Okay, next in our list, Illustre Federico, born 1912, died 1989, age 77, occupation Filipino architect. He works in Public Bureau of Works, now known as the DPWH. His famous works by Illustre Federico: the Quezon Memorial Shrine in Quezon City, constructed 1978, that is 66-meter Trilon Monument. Also, he designed the Quirino Grandstand, known as the Rizal Park in Manila, opened 1949. Independence Grandstand, former name. How about Locsin Leandro? This is President Marcos' favorite architects. Born August 15, 1928 and died in 1994, firm L.V. Locsin and Partners, awards National Artist of the Philippines for Architecture in 1990. His famous works: Cultural Center of the Philippines, the CCCP, and the PICC in Pasay, Metro Manila, founded September 1966. Luna de San Pedro Andres, born September 9, 1887, place of birth Paris, France, died 1952 at the age of 64, occupation Filipino architect. Awards: Gold Medal of Merit as the first architect of the Philippine Institute of Architects, PIA, in 1949. Andres de Luna, the San Pedro designed the Malacañang Palace, San Miguel in Manila, the official residence of our President Duterte right now. That is Spanish colonial and neoclassical style. And also he designed the Saint Vincent de Paul Parish, San Marcelino, Manila. 1833, originally built as a chapel. 1912, built a concrete church. 2010, renovation of the Saint Vincent de Paul Parish. We have here Manusa Francisco, born February 4, 1931, place of birth Manila, occupation retired but decorated architect, pianist, the executive band. His famous works of Manusa, the Coconut Palace, 1978, and the Bahay Kubo Mansion, 2008, 3-post or haligi, 5 1-inch coconut shell doors, 2-story asilong, Muslim room, sala, and master's bedroom with fish pond. How about Mapua Tomas Mapua? He designed the Saint De La Salle Hall, De La Salle University, 2401 Taft Avenue, Malati, Manila, Philippines. Full name Tomas Bautista Mapua, born 1888, place of birth Binondo, Manila, died December 22, 1965, age 77. Firm UAP Likha Award 1982, PRC Outstanding Architect of the Year in 1982. Mendoza, Felipe, famous works, the Batasang Pambansa Complex in Quezon City. Completed in 1978, headquarters of the House of the Representatives in the Philippines. Also designed Development Academy of the Philippines in Pasig City, Metro Manila. Generate pioneering value-adding synergistic ideas, concepts, principles, techniques, and technology addressing development. How about Nakpil Angel? Full name Angel E. Santo Nakpil, born February 20, 1914, place of birth Binondo, Manila, died November 2, 1980, age 66, occupation Filipino architect, city planner, commissioner of Manila in 1947 and 1949. Here are some famous work of Nakpil Angel. National Press Club building, that's in Magallanes Drive, Manila, headquarters, offices, facilities is in a 5,184,000 square meter property. Also designed the Lopez Museum and Library in Pasay City, founded 1960 by Eugenio Lopez Sr., designed by Nakpil, 1985, before moving into Ben Press building. How about another Nakpil? This time Juan Nakpil, full name Juan Felipe de Jesus Nakpil, born May 26, 1899, place of birth Quiapo, Manila, died in May 7, 1986, aged 86. Occupation Filipino architect, teacher, community leader. Firm the LV Luxin and Partners. Awards National Artist of the Philippines for Architecture in 1973. Famous works of Nakpil Juan, the Rizal Shrine in Calamba, Laguna, and also the University of the Philippines Administration Building in Quezon City. The style is neoclassical, the home of the Oblation. Ocampo Fernando, full name Fernando Hizon Ocampo, born August 7, 1897, place of birth San Fernando, Pampanga. Died 1984, age 87. Occupation Filipino architect and a civil engineer. Alright, famous works of Ocampo Fernando: the Manila Cathedral in Manila, Philippines, Minor Basilica, and Metropolitan Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception. The style is Neo-Romanesque style. Completed 1958, renovation in 2014. Also designed Regina Building in Binondo, Manila. The style is Neoclassical Pew Arts, completed in 1915, previously known as the Rojas Building, currently 4-story building. Rojas Felix, full name Felix Rojas E. Arroyo Sr., born 1820, occupation Filipino architect. Works of Felix Rojas: the Santo Domingo Church in Quezon City, style is Spanish modern style, renovated by Ocampo in 1863, completed 1954. Also designed the San Ignacio Church in Intramuros, Manila, completed 1899, former parish church, currently reconstructed from ruins to serve as museum. The last but not the least, Santos Viola Carlos, full name Carlos Antonio Santos Viola, born April 8, 1912 and died July 31, 1994, age 82, occupation Filipino architect. Firm architect Carlos E. Santos Viola, FPIA, and famous for his design of the Iglesia ni Cristo in Cubao, Quezon City, completed 1954. The style is Neo-Gothic and Art Deco, and also designed another Iglesia ni Cristo Central Temple, Commonwealth Avenue, Diliman, Quezon City, completed 1984. It is the biggest place of worship in the country, capacity 7,000 people. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for you to be notified when I have some upload. Thank you so much.